Hi guys, welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be discussing about the QSR space. We will be discussing the overview of what has been happening in the QSR space for the full year and where does the QSR space stand right now. We will also be doing the Q4 FY24 analysis of every companies that is there in the space, namely Devyani International, Sapphire, Westlife Food World, Jubilant Foodworks, and Restaurant Brand Asia. So all of the five companies we will be doing the result as well as the con call individually, and after that, we will be talking about the peer-to-peer analysis. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen so you can see the data simultaneously, and we can do the P2P. And last, we will talk about the psychological bias that exists, with these kind of, in a situation like this, what is the kind of psychological bias that can come up in an investor's mind, right? That is one thing we will talk about. Okay. So first, let us start with the overview of what is happening in the entire QSR space. Okay. So if you look at the entire FY24, right? Yeah, I need to constantly remind myself to talk, to talk slowly, because a lot of people tell that, oh, I talk so fast. But yeah, it's just, like there's so many things to tell, and there's nobody, like there's no audience in front of me right now. I'm just talking to a screen. So it becomes like you don't understand, like if you're talking fast or talking slow, right? But anyways, yeah, let's just start with the overview of the QSR space, like what has been going down in the last 1 year or more than last 1 year, right? This entire FY24, right? So we first started with a very, we've seen one was the pent up demand that was there over the last year that is no longer existing. We've seen that the demand has been normalized, right? We saw huge pent up demand in the last year because of COVID, right? And now that has been subdued. After that, what happened? We faced a hyperinflation environment. Now, in this hyperinflation environment, what happened? The QSR space or the QSR companies that you see faced an outcry from both the ends. One is in terms of their raw materials. You do realize, right? In if you're doing a pizza, the raw materials are your tomato sauces and then your dairy and cheese and other things, right? So what had happened was all the raw material price started increasing, right? That was one thing. In fact, you will see the dairy and cheese prices were at absorb like really like exorbitantly high. We've seen that, right? In fact, the Domino's and Pizza Hut, they started putting less dairy. I mean, I think everybody has an experience with that. They started cutting down on using the dairy products to save on the margin. There was also an issue where it was the lack of availability of tomatoes, and I think there was a time where McDonald's stopped putting tomatoes in their burgers also. So that's how bad the situation was. And on the consumer side, the hyperinflation, of course, right? If inflation is there, the consumer is not willing to spend on the product a lot more, right? Of course, as the hyperinflation went up, these people prices also went up in the with the with the products. And consumers, what happened? Let's say they started downtrading the products. Let's say if a pizza was available at 600 rupees and you were getting a farmhouse pizza, and now the same pizza price has gone to 650, 700 rupees. What had happened? The consumer was just getting the pizza for 600. 600 mein usko kya milta tha? He used to get that than, let's say, going for a farmhouse pizza. So this was one of the things. Then, of course, we've seen the most hyper competitive space ever, right? Because earlier, if you see, one of the most common advantage of having a QSR was you had both, right? You had two things. One was you had the convenience of getting quick food, and the other one was it was a value product, right? Now, of course, with the entire hyperinflation environment, we do not find anything. It's no longer, there was no longer value in it. And with the advancement of your food aggregators, such as your Zomato, such as your Swiggy, right? These kind of food delivery apps, what had happened was now anybody can set up a cloud kitchen and they were able to deliver. So we have a plethora of options. Earlier, if you see for pizza, there was just a duopoly, right? Either it was Pizza Hut or Domino's. But now you open Zomato, you get 10, 15 options for, either from the local pizzas, or even fancy gourmet things like Sardo pizzas. So both of these things that is there, hyper competitiveness in terms of delivery, from the food delivery apps, and the availability of a lot of options really killed the space. The entire mode of the space that you can talk about, that was value as well as quick delivery was, hit by Zomato and Swiggy, whereas the availability of option also was cured, because right now you can sit at home and have Thai food, you can have Chinese food and everything with the help of these apps, right? So this really caused a huge burden on them. Now, this was the entire thing. In fact, if you actually see, you would have seen that Zomato started with this thing 30-minute quick delivery, right? And to compete with that, Domino's started with, they started reducing their delivery time from 30 minutes to 20 minutes. So that's how bad the situation was, in fact. So this was the entire synopsis. You can tell that what has gone down in FY24 and how bad the situation has been for them, right? In fact, if you talk about it, the demand was so weak for them, like literally, right? The footfalls are weak. Everything in terms of like the red flags you can find in an industry, you would have found in QSR in FY24, right? Now, if you talk about this quarter and moving on to the next financial year, where does it stand? One is we've seen that inflation that is there, that has reduced considerably, especially in terms of raw material. But in terms of demand, we do not see any kind of recovery. Even now, you will see the management constantly talking about the fact that demand is very weak, very weak. We are seeing softness in demand. There is weakness in demand and everything, right? We still see a lot of hyper competitiveness again, because right now, like I told you, right, in Zomato, you can just open a cloud kitchen. Whereas if you have to open, let's say, a store of Domino's, or let's say KFC or McDonald's, it will cost you roughly between 1 to 2 CR, right? And these people can just start a cloud kitchen with no investment. In fact, Zomato has started this everyday kitchen. I think that's the name it goes by, where if you are a home worker, sorry, like a homemaker, you can just start delivering from your own house ka kitchen, like just the delivery guy will come, take your order and deliver. So competitiveness has increased. It is high, and it will never decrease, right? That is one thing. And followed by that, what we have is like, these people have to really push in terms of, because earlier they could rely a lot more on the dine-in method. Now they do not have that option, even like they have to go aggressive on delivery models either. So these are the three right now, I would say, the biggest concern, right? And the last concern I would say is, to compete with this product, the kind of environment that we are, they started producing this value added products. But what happens with value added products? There is no margin at all, or in fact you find it very low margin, right? So it becomes very, very hard to sustain in this condition. Low demand, hyper competitiveness, and of course where you have to introduce value product, but that value added product will have no margin. So this is the entire condition right now of QSR industry. I will just share my screen. So we will start. I will simultaneously do the P2P as well as the Q4 FY24 result of every company. Okay. So first, let us start with Sapphire, right? Uh, yeah, we will start with Sapphire. See, before I go into detail about every companies, I'm going to talk about few parameters that you need to look for if you're analyzing a QSR industry. The first most important parameter is the top line growth, right? Because if you as a business are not growing, then how will shareholders like you make money? Because ultimately, आप जो भी बेच रहे हो, आप बर्गर बेचो, पेन पेंसिल बेचो, renewable energy बेचो, कुछ भी बेचो भाई, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But as long as if the sales don't increase, if you're not able to sell more and more product, आपका धंधा कैसे बढ़ेगा? It is a basic thing, right? आपने एक शुगर केन का दुकान खोल लिया, ठीक है, समझ लो, ठीक है, कल आप कैसे पैसा बनाओगे, right? Unless and until you don't sell more sugar cane juice, you want to make money, you won't be able to pay your bills. आप अपने दुकान के बारे में भी like आप देख नहीं सकते, right? You won't be able to even look after your stores. So this is why exactly why I tell, irrespective of whatever happens, the most important parameter for you in any business, whether it is QSR, whether it is XYZ, kuch bhi bhejo, but sales is the most important parameter. So first check for sales growth on a year-on-year basis. Be careful when you check for on a QOQ basis, because QOQ में क्या होता है, seasonality aspect रहता है. Like for example, Q2 is a bit of a bit low season because monsoon होता है, right? और वरना Q2 में आप देख सकते हो, like this time in FY24 Q2 में सावन था, right? या श्राद्ध आप बोलते हो, वो था, because of which people don't consume non-veg. As a result, क्या हुआ था इस yeah, as a result, I hope it's sharing, right? Yeah, as a result क्या हुआ था कि KFC का सेल जो है वो बहुत कम होने लगा था. It's recording. Okay, so that was very less. So you can't really compare QQ. Q3 is the highest season. Q4 थोड़ा कम होते हैं. Q1 again is better, right? So sales growth और फिर आपको देखना पड़ेगा operating leverage. Operating leverage, here you have to see that the PAT growth is more than the sales growth, because ultimately here your EPS needs to grow for a shareholder to make money, right? So PAT growth and sales growth are two things that must be necessary, okay? And PAT growth, when I talk about, it is all in the perspective of operating leverage. You need to have the PAT more to be growing more than that of your sales growth, okay? Then you will see along with revenue, along with operating leverage, what is more important is the scale, okay? मतलब क्या, you should be able to add more and more restaurants, because आपका growth ultimately, आप एक जब store खोलते हैं, let's say for example, आप मेरे area में एक Domino's खोल सकते हो, ठीक है? But that store will only cater to the 4 to 5 kilometer radius, ना max to max. उसके बाद अगर उसको कुछ या उसके बाद अगर उसको कुछ इधर से ज्यादा करना पड़ेगा तो he has to open another store because that same store will not be able to cater to more than a specific location or more than a specific population, right? So the incremental store, the scale that comes, the additional growth comes by adding more and more stores, right? But now if you are in a retail, आपको volume growth चाहिए. So what happens over here? Store addition आपको देखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? I will tell you how to extrapolate the store addition and get the CAGR, ठीक है? Other than that, one of the most important parameters, of course, you'll have to look at margins also, because let's say I'll cover on that later, but here another parameter is SSG, okay? Same store sales growth. Now a lot of people will argue about like, अरे same store sales growth is not important, QSR में ये देखना नहीं पड़ता. I will tell you why it is very important. अगर आपका environmental conditions, let's say यहाँ पे जब सब चीज सही पे चल रहा होता है, like everything goes right, आपका demand जो है आपका product के लिए it is good, कुछ भी headwind नहीं है, सिर्फ tailwind से तब आप एसएसजी का देख. आई नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल दे वोंट लुक एट एसएसजी. इट इज लाइक, कैसे बोलूं मैं, जब बेयर मार्केट होते हैं सब लोग आरओई, कैश फ्लोज ये सब देखते हैं. जब बुल मार्केट होता है किसी को कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है ना. दैट इज लाइक दैट. या आई एम जस्ट वरीड दिस थिंग विल स्टॉप रिकॉर्डिंग ऑल ऑफ अ सडन, सो दैट इज व्हाई आई एम जस्ट कॉन्स्टेंटली लाइक स्विचिंग ओवर हियर. Sorry about that, okay? So anyways, but SSG becomes very important, and see, this year is a good testament why SSG becomes very important, ठीक है? आपने देखा पूरा साल FY24 में, if anybody has been tracking QSR industry, वरना आप अगर मेरा वीडियोस को देखते हो, मैंने इस इंडस्ट्री का लाइक पूरा Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 में वीडियो बनाया है, राइट? यू विल सी लाइक सेल्स ग्रोथ कुछ भी नहीं था, खनता नहीं था, लाइक एब्सोल्युटली, ठीक है? नाउ जब इतना प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे हैं, सेल्स ग्रोथ खट 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 के हो रहा है, सेल्स ग्रोथ के वजह से क्या हो रहा है, आपका डिमांड भी कुछ नहीं है, इसके वजह से मार्जिन्स का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन हो रहा है, ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट नोबडी इज बाइंग योर प्रोडक्ट. क्या हो जाता है यहाँ पे, राइट? आपका एक एक स्टोर से कैश नहीं बढ़ता, ठीक है? नाउ फॉर योर डे टू डे ऑपरेशन, इफ यू वांट टू ओपन न्यू स्टोर्स एंड इफ यू वांट टू सस्टेन योर ऑपरेशन, द एग्जिस्टिंग स्टोर्स हैव टू मेक मनी ना, वरना क्या होगा, यू विल कीप ऑन एडिंग द न्यू स्टोर्स, आपको ग्रोथ है बट वो कैश फ्लोस अफेक्ट होता रहेगा, प्रॉफिट्स नहीं रहेगा, मार्जिन्स कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होता रहेगा ना. अल्टीमेटली दैट इज व्हाई एसएसजी इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? आपने एक स्टोर खोल दिया, एक साल के बाद वो स्टोर कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, वहां पे लाइक मतलब नेगेटिव एसएसजी होकर लॉस में पड़ा रहा है, देन व्हाट इज द होल पॉइंट? मतलब आप बोल रहे हो कि लाइक उसमें कुछ लाइक एक साल के लिए तक आप धंधा कर सकते हो, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं है, राइट? सो दिस इज अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल, दिस ईयर इज अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल कि लाइक एसएसजी व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि हाइपर इन्फ्लेशन एनवायरनमेंट में अगर एसएसजी नहीं रहता है, राइट, यू विल ऑलवेज सी कि लाइक पैट का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, मार्जिन का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन यहाँ पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा होते हैं अल्टीमेटली, राइट? यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू सस्टेन द फ्यूचर ऑपरेशंस ऑफ योर बिजनेस. मतलब एग्जिस्टिंग धंधा में ही आपको कैश फ्लोस नहीं मिल रहे, कैश नहीं मिल रहे, तो आप फ्यूचर के धंधे में क्या देख सकते हो, राइट? सो दिस इज वन थिंग. द लास्ट थिंग आई विल टेल यू इज मार्जिन्स. मार्जिन्स बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ऑफ कोर्स नॉट जस्ट इन क्यूएसआर बिजनेस, इन एवरी बिजनेस, बिकॉज आप देखो, एक दुकान खरीद, लेट्स से यू आर हैविंग अ शुगर केन का बिजनेस, ठीक है? एक शुगर केन का जूस आप, लेट्स से यू आर टेलिंग you're spending like सेलिंग एट 20 रुपीज, ठीक है? आपका लेट्स से एक्सपेंसेस कुछ 5 रुपए का, 15 रुपीज का प्रॉफिट है, राइट? देन यू विल बी एबल टू सस्टेन दैट बिजनेस. बट लेट्स से इफ यू आर सेलिंग दैट शुगर केन ओनली एट 3 रुपीज, राइट, एंड योर कॉस्ट ऑफ मेकिंग इज लेट्स से अराउंड 2.5 रुपीज, आप क्या ही धंधा बनाओगे उससे, राइट? सो अल्टीमेटली मार्जिन्स आल्सो बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट अ बिजनेस कि लाइक सेल्स ग्रोथ भी बढ़ रहा है, मतलब ये भी बढ़ रहा है, क्या क्या बोल रहे हैं, स्केल भी कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा स्टोर ऐड कर रहे हैं, बट अल्टीमेटली मार्जिन इज सो रेसर थिन, लाइक बिजनेस में कुछ मुनाफा ही बचता नहीं है, राइट? सो आई डू नॉट वांट अ बिजनेस जो एक्सपेंशन कर रहा है, स्केल कर रहा है, ग्रो कर रहा है, बट उसका मार्जिन इज कमिंग, you know, मार्जिन को मार के वो कर रहा है, that becomes wrong, ठीक है? So these are the few things you need to consider while looking at QSR, ठीक है? First we'll talk about Sapphire, ठीक है? इस इंडस्ट्री के इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. By the way, if you just go to my business analysis का playlist का video, you will see that I've covered every model का individually, like business model. अभी तो मैं सिर्फ overview दूंगी, ठीक है? Sapphire क्या करते हैं? Sapphire और देवयानी दोनों जो है, इनका ये these people have the right to put up the franchises and sell KFC एंड पिज्जा हट का प्रोडक्ट्स जो है, ठीक है? देवयान और सफायर का डिफरेंस इतना ही है कि लाइक जिस लोकेशन में, लाइक देयर आर सम लोकेशन वेयर सफायर हैज अ कंट्रोल टू डू बोथ डाइन इन एज वेल एज डिलीवरी ऑफ KFC एंड पिज्जा हट. देयर आर सम लोकेशन वेयर देवयानी हैज द राइट टू डू द delivery and dine in for KFC and Pizza Hut, and sometimes it is either dine in or either delivery, ठीक है? You will see that Devyani is very prominent in the south and in the eastern geography, whereas Sapphire is very prominent in the western, in the western geography, right? Sapphire Sapphire has a huge branch in Gujarat, whereas Devyani is very prominent in Delhi, NCR, Calcutta region, right? So that is only based on the location is where you can tell that they have the difference. ठीक है, अगर आप देखते हो, आप देखो यहाँ पे Sapphire का जो है 14.5% से सेल्स ग्रोथ हुआ है, राइट? द सेकंड थिंग इज यहाँ पे अगर आप देख सकते हो Q4, दिस इज ईयर ऑन ईयर का मतलब FY23 वर्सेस FY24, ठीक है? एंड yeah, and on a Q4 on Q4 मतलब Q4 FY23 versus Q4 FY24 अगर आप देखते हो, the sales growth has been around 12.7%. अब देखो यहाँ पे सेल्स ग्रोथ तो ठीक है, मतलब इट्स नॉट दैट बैड, ठीक है, बट अगर आप देख सकते हो कि लाइक पैड यहाँ पे कितना घटा है, राइट? यू विल सी दैट बाय द वे फॉर Sapphire and Westlife have taken profit before tax because इनका टैक्स में कुछ इश्यू है, ओके? Like last year, I think these people paid around 76% in tax, and this time they paid the normal corporate tax of 22 to 25%. इन दोनों में कुछ क्या बोलते हैं, थोड़ा सा वो टैक्स का ये है, but ultimately there is no उतना सा difference also in the sense कि like you will see still कि like PAT भी like around 50-40% से घटा है. But can you see, I was telling you right कि like इन दोनों businesses में, like in all the QSR का businesses कि like इतना demand का problem है, इतना margin का contraction का problem है, आप देख सकते हो पैट भी वही बोल रहे हैं, पैट जो है लिटरली 40% से घटा है, राइट? लास्ट ईयर इट वाज 108, इस साल 70 है. सिमिलरली लास्ट Q4 में 135 था, इस Q4 में कैन यू इमेजिन, जस्ट इमेजिन हाउ बैड द पीबीटी इज, that last Q4 it was 135 crore और इस Q4 में 2 crore है. Like how terrible is the demand condition, how terrible it is to run the business, you can only imagine, ठीक है? Now you will see here कि like इनका दो है, like I told you right, KFC भी है और पिज्जा हट भी है, ठीक है? KFC अगर आप देखते हो उनका सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ -1% है, और पिज्जा हट कैन यू इमेजिन -15% सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ. Like it is so bad. KFC if you actually see all the QSR का products, like QSR का अगर आप देख सकते हो, you will see that the least impacted to the most impacted. Least impacted is the KFC, मतलब fried chicken category, followed by burgers, followed by pizza category, ठीक है? Because fried chicken में even right now also if you think about like fried chicken, the first thing that comes into your head is KFC, right? Like there is the dominance that this brand has, right? That is nobody has been able to capture, ठीक है? The second thing is with burgers, the third is with pizza, like I told you, इनका dairy का problem उतना हुआ and XYZ things other than that, right? A lot of issues. इसलिए you will see Pizza Hut is the most impacted compared to anybody else. Not only this, अगर आप कंसिडर करते हो डोमिनोज का पिज्जा वर्सेस पिज्जा हट का पिज्जा, इनमें एक फर्क है, ठीक है? अगर आप डोमिनोज में जाते हो ना, आपको तो यू विल रिमेंबर आपको लाइक 70 रुपीज में भी एक पिज्जा मिल जाता है, ठीक है? Yeah, 70 rupees maybe आपको पिज्जा मिल जाता है. But let's say if you're going to the likes of Pizza Hut earlier, Pizza Hut was perceived to be a very premium brand. You didn't have this fun range pizza या Pizza Mania, you didn't have. Recently what happened to compete in this year only, to compete with the Domino's pizza, what they started this fun flavor pizza. If you are a what do you tell, a regular at Pizza Hut, you would know they started this fun flavor pizza, वही 79 rupees में एक पिज्जा मिल जाता है and everything, right? Now they introduced this pizza at the same time जहाँ पे ये hyperinflation environment जो मैं पहले बोल रही थी ओवरव्यू में, when this started, ठीक है? As a result क्या हुआ, this fun flavor pizza didn't go well. At the same time क्या हुआ, all the customers who generally come to the to Pizza Hut, they were premium customers relatively to Domino's, and they were not really happy with the quality of the fun flavor pizza that came, right? First of all, low product है, उसमें margin भी नहीं रहता है, and on top of that customer need premiumness also. Can you imagine what kind of worse situation this company faced? So since they were not able to cater on that quality, they lost a lot on brand value. They started losing customer because of this also, right? So this fun flavor pizza has actually acted adversely to them rather than benefiting them, right? So इसके वजह से also one of the reason is why you're seeing that -15% का same store sales growth. Not only this, अगर आप देखते हो पूरा साल में इस पिज्जा का तो मतलब, see if you're talking about a chicken, आपको चिकन मिल रहा है, राइट? लाइक अगर आप 10 रुपए में, सॉरी 10 रुपए में कौन देता है अभी चिकन, बट लाइक 100 रुपीज में भी अगर आपको KFC में जाते हो चिकन मिलता है, वरना 200 रुपीज. देयर इज दिस चेंज इन द क्वालिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ चिकन. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल 100 रुपीज में आपको छोटा सा चिकन मिलता है, probably एक 30 सा पीस, राइट? I mean not really great cut of meat, right? But if you're going for like that 200-300 rupees, you know, that leg का पीस सब मिलता है. So a customer is able to differentiate that quality in that meat मीट का कट, राइट? वेयर इज व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट पिज्जा, पिज्जा आप 100 रुपए को ले लो, 300 रुपए को मिलो, आपको पिज्जा पिज्जा ही है, राइट? प्रोबेबली द साइज ऑफ द पिज्जा इज लेस, बट nobody is able to differentiate the quality of pizza, right? So you can't sell a lot of this premiumness over here, ठीक है? That is also one of the reason यहाँ पे इतना ज्यादा पिज्जा हट के लिए इफेक्ट हुआ है compared to the other categories. इसलिए in fact in Q3 actually all this while they thought कि like अरे ये it will get better, you know, when this situation started at the starting of the year in it actually before the starting in Q4 of last year it started, they thought it will get better, but in fact it has become worse and worse every year, right? And in Q3 the company came and they told both Devyani ka and both Sapphire ka company came and told like, you know what, we really tried with this Pizza Hut thing, but it is not working. Now we are going to cut down on the store. One is we are going to close all the loss making stores जो है मैं उसको बंद करने वाला हूँ, और जो existing opening वाला store है I will, like probably if they had a plan to open 40 stores, they were going to curb it down to probably 20 or 30, you know, less stores they were going to open. So that is how terrible the condition is, right? I do not have the store edition of what they're planning for Sapphire, but this is what how bad Sapphire condition is, right? I hope I'm not yeah, I'm not missing out on anything. Okay. The last one is the second one is Devyani. Devyani also, if you see with respect to Sapphire, you will see it has done better. You will see यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा sales growth बढ़ा है, but understand this. Between Q3 and Q4 क्या हुआ? After Q3 and before Q4 का result, Devyani International ने थाईलैंड का KFC को acquire किया था, ठीक है? अब थाईलैंड में KFC चलता है बहुत अच्छे से compared to India is one. उनका अगर आप देखते हो rental जो है cost जो है it is quite less compared to India, तो उनका margins थोड़ा अच्छा है. The other thing is if you see again Thailand is a very like how do you tell you, they have a lot of non-veg eating population. Their KFC sells much better that compared to the likes of India, which has a way more vegetarian population. ठीक है? Since they acquired this KFC Thailand, all of the profit, the losses, the stores has now added on to Devyani. Isliye you will see this 38.69% ka growth. Otherwise, even their growth also would have been in the similar range. Similarly, if you see sales growth is 18.63%. This is including that Thailand ka growth as well as this Q4 ka growth. PAT agar aap dekhte ho, you will see that PAT again 263 crores tha is FY23 में, and FY24 में it is -10 crores. Similarly, PAT in Q4 FY23 was 60 crores, अभी -49 crores है. I hope you're able to just you are able to fathom how terrible the situation it is just in a span of 1 year. Like एक साल में, just imagine this, पूरा साल में last year 263 crore का profit किया था, और इस साल में -10 crore का loss कर रहे हैं ये business. And it is not an ordinary business. It is a business that we all see every day in a day-to-day life, right? If you are in Bangalore, you will find like probably so many KFC stores. You just go out every 2 kilometers, you'll find a KFC store. You go out, you'll find every 3 to 5 kilometers, you'll find a Pizza Hut. Can you imagine such a prominent brand, right? In spite of having the brand, in spite of having so much marketing and everything, this company has clocked around -10 crores of loss in the full year. Like I hope you're able to imagine how terrible the situation is for the company, right? Even if you see the same store sales growth also iska utna hi hai, -7.1 versus let's say for KFC. Yeah, this is by the way on a year I'm talking about. मतलब last time it was last time अगर आप सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ देखते हो it was -4.6 पूरा साल का, और इस साल अगर आप देखते हो सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ इज -7.1. सिमिलरली पिज्जा हट का अगर आप देखते हो पूरा साल का दिस टाइम इट इज -10.9, सॉरी लास्ट ईयर इट वाज -10.9 and this year it is -14.5. So you will see not just has this आप बोल रहे हो ना कि लाइक ये सेल्स ग्रोथ और पैट जो है कम होता ही जा रहा है, राइट? इट हैज गॉन फ्रॉम अ प्रॉफिट टू अ लॉस मेकिंग बिजनेस. वन ऑफ द रीजन यू विल आल्सो सी कि लाइक उनका एसएसजी जो है, जो लास्ट टाइम जो था उससे भी खराब हो चुका है, स्पेशली फॉर पिज्जा हट, राइट? सो नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई दिस एसएसजी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. कैन यू सी, बिकॉज अगर ये एसएसजी थोड़ा सा भी पॉजिटिव होता ना, अगर जो स्टोर्स लास्ट ईयर खुला था अभी भी थोड़ा तो सेल्स करता, यू विल सी इतना बुरा हालत नहीं होता, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नाउ other than that, if you see Inca's total store addition, wait, let me get the exact numbers. Yeah, if you see पूरा साल में लास्ट ईयर इट वाज 1442 स्टोर्स, ठीक है. और अभी इस साल में अगर आप देखते हो द टोटल स्टोर हैज बीन 782, राइट. 1782, दैट इज 1782. So they've added roughly around 245 stores. I'm talking only about this Indian stores. Indian stores they've added 245. The 1782 that is there, it is also including of your Thailand. Thailand का KFC I think 288 stores आ गया इनका पोर्टफोलियो में, right. So if you take this, I'm just see how did I calculate the CAGR is. अभी तो इनका total stores है around 1450, 1782. If you have to double it in a span of 2 years, and you're adding the same, in a span of a few years, and you're adding only 245 stores every year. I've taken conservatively कि like ये लोग 245 stores जो खोलेंगे 245 stores. So you multiplied, they will be able to double the store in 6 years. So take the starting point as 1452 and double the stores. That will be the destination or whatever it is you want to calculate the final value, and take 6 years as your time period. And if you take the CAGR, can you see the store opening, store expansion CAGR is around 12.5%. Now, can you see here one thing I would like to point out is आपका existing जो same store sales growth है that is completely negative. मतलब आपका ये जो growth है ultimately it is coming from opening new stores, और जो new store को rate जिससे आप grow कर रहे हो it is hardly 12.5%. I think recently we got that GDP का data was what around 8.4% the nominal GDP. आप उसमें like 5-6% inflation add करो, including inflation the growth rate becomes around 13, right? 13.5. All of these businesses are growing lesser than that of nominal GDP plus your inflation combined. So imagine what a bad decision it is right now to be here. Right now, Devyani ka bhi wahi hai. The only thing right now, the interesting thing happening over here is one, they acquired Thailand ka KFC. Now we'll have to see like how this goes forward. There is no update as to like how many stores they'll add and how this will keep adding on to the portfolio. The other thing is they've also partnered with PVR Inox. Now we'll see PVR Inox to open a lot of food courts. जहाँ पे ये PVR का multiplex होगा, they will start managing the food court in those malls, or they will open like independent food courts in the highways. Again, इसका भी like there has been no update. Like PVR कितना percentage hold करता है, देवयानी कितना होल्ड करते हैं, क्या प्लान है, कहाँ से क्या करेगा. देयर इज नथिंग, इज जस्ट अपडेट उन्होंने दिया है. विल हैव टू वेट एंड सी कि लाइक यहाँ पे कैसा हो जाएगा. द कंडीशन फॉर Westlife is also the same. You will see that sales growth, can you see it is actually the worst out of all the 5. You will see that sales growth has hardly been 4.9% on a year on year basis. Q4 on Q4 सिर्फ 1.6%, right. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर भी वही, like मैं क्या बात करूँ, जब like literally profits आप देखते हो, profits before tax है ये by the way, this has literally is down by 40%. आप देखो Q4 का हालत क्या है, मतलब लास्ट Q4 FY23 में 27.7 crore किया था और अभी 1.96, like unbelievable, right? Like imagine a brand like McDonald's where we literally lick that peri peri French fries जो है, वो इतना नोन ब्रांड एक क्वार्टर में सिर्फ 2 crore का बिजनेस बनाता है, राइट. लाइक इमेजिन हाउ बैड द सिचुएशन इज. सिमिलरली अगर आप देखते हो उनका सेम स्टोर सेल्स ग्रोथ जो है इट इज -1% फॉर द फुल ईयर, मतलब FY24 का पूरा साल के लिए, एंड Q4 के लिए इट इज हार्डली -5%. स्टोर एडिशन अगर आप देखते हो, स्टोर एडिशन भी ऐसा ही है, बिकॉज इफ यू सी, if you look at Westlife Food World, उनका 397 रेस्टोरेंट्स है. आई एम टॉकिंग ओनली अबाउट द रेस्टोरेंट्स, नॉट देयर, क्योंकि अभी उन्होंने ड्राइव थ्रू भी चालू किया है एंड ओनली दैट कियोस्क का भी चालू किया है, बट ओनली रेस्टोरेंट्स इफ यू सी दैट इज ओनली 397, ठीक है. एंड दे प्लान टू ऐड अराउंड 40 to 50 एवरी ईयर. आई एम टेकिंग वेरी कंजर्वेटिवली, वो लोग 40 ऐड करेगा बिकॉज दिस टाइम दे बीन एबल टू ऐड ओनली 40, ठीक है. टू डबल दिस, राइट, 397, दे वांट टू टेक फ्रॉम दिस 397 रेस्टोरेंट्स टू फ्रॉम दिस ईयर to 580 restaurants in the span of next 3 years. तो अगर आप इसका 397 to 580 in a span of 3 years में अगर आप उसका CAGR निकालते हो, आपको मिलेगा यहाँ पे स्टोर एक्सपेंशन का CAGR है is around 13.4%, ठीक है. Then we have around Jubilant. Jubilant has done fairly well, I would tell, compared to the rest, at least in terms of Devyani and Sapphire's Pizza Hut compared to Domino's का pizza has done relatively well, क्योंकि Jubilant का अगर आप देखते हो sales growth is 9.6%, whereas Devyani and Sapphire का Pizza Hut का जो business है that उसका sales degrowth हुआ है. This is the overall sales growth ना, Devyani and Sapphire, whereas Jubilant का Devyani और Sapphire का Pizza Hut, सिर्फ pizza का revenue growth देखते हो, it has been degrown by a single digit, -3 to -5%. On the other hand, Jubilant का Domino's जो है that has grown by 9.6%, ठीक है. Again Q4 on Q4 also the same. यहाँ पे अगर आप देख सकते हो PAT has grown by 14%. Operating leverage is clearly not visible, and you know why? Hyperinflation environment. One is demand is weak, ठीक है. The other thing, Here also in PAT, it is 2 point hardly grown by in Q4, it is grown by 2.4%. One thing, please be careful when you're analyzing the Jubilant का result. Q4 में ना, Q4 FY24 में एक exceptional item है around 170 crores. So I have taken this without taking that exceptional item into consideration, okay? Because they have acquired some, I think, Domino's Netherlands or something, you know, they've done some acquisition in some European country of some sort. Because of that, that exceptional item of 170 crores has come. ठीक है, SSG इनका सिर्फ 0.1% है. Similarly, Domino's का अगर आप देख सकते हो, they are adding around 356 to 400 stores every year. ठीक है, they have totally around 2,991 stores. Now, if they want to double the store count, right, literally from 2,991, and they want to take it more than that by adding 356 stores every year, it will take them around. Where is my calculation I've done? Yeah, I just have a small notebook here. Yeah, Jubilant ka, it would to double that store count from 29, it will take around 8 years. So if you take that CAGR, it comes up to 9%. So again, not a, you know, even the store expansion rate comes in single digit, and we do not even have a double digit ka SSG growth also, right? See, earlier, let's say if here it was 12.5% or SSG, let's say for the, like how it was earlier times, 7 to 6% to ko hota, then the total growth could have been like 12.5 plus that SSG. But abhi SSG negative hai, or sare ka sara CAGR is in the low teen ka growth. So you can also see where this industry is heading. Okay? The last one is Restaurant Brand Asia. Restaurant Brand Asia, if you see, this is the only company in the entire QSR space jiska growth hai and ढंग का growth hai. But unfortunately, when these people are also in the same space, so how will they be different, right? इनका भी demand उतना ही weak है compared to other people, right? So again, here also you will see the sales growth has grown by 18 to 16% in year on year as well as Q4. But relatively, I'll tell you what, these people have performed way better. The only problem with this, इनका losses जो है, it is just वो कम नहीं हो रहा है. Right, since the time they've been listed, they've been a loss-making company, right? And we are not seeing the losses come down. Like, there is no visibility as to when this company will finally become profitable, right? And another negative news for this is, last time actually they used to always guide for a SSG of 8 to 10%. ठीक है, last quarter they came and they revised the same store sales growth होगा 6% से 3% का guidance revision किया था. ठीक है, and that is exactly what has happened. SSG इनका जो है इंडिया में जो business है, it is 2.9%, और इंडोनेशिया में they sell Popeyes का chicken ना, there it is 4.1%. In fact, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है अभी, not only have they revised the guidance for the Indian business, Indonesia business में अभी they have decided that अभी they will put a pause on store expansion. They are no longer going to open any more stores in Popeyes in Indonesia. Why? Because last time अगर आप देखते हो, because of this Israel का Hamas war जो चल रहा है, and whoever was the companies that were supporting Israel या funding Israel, right, those companies were banned. So Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Domino's, all of these are American brands that support Israel, and Indonesia is a Muslim country. As a result, you know, a lot of these stores had lost 30 to 40% of sales because of this geopolitical issues, right? Feel really bad for companies, you know, कुछ, I mean, उनका क्या fault है, मतलब जो franchisee ले रहा है उसका क्या fault है, मतलब वो तो like it's such a bad situation to be in, right? Even similarly here also, store addition अगर आप देखते हो Restaurant Brand Asia का, Restaurant Brand Asia has guided to open around, see, it has added 64 this year, and the total store count becomes 455. They had guided for 450 stores this year, and the total becomes 4, but they've opened 455. Another thing is they plan to add around 700 stores by FY27, right? So from the existing 455 to 700 stores in a span of 3 years, that gives you around 15% ka CAGR that is there, right? So you will see even here also not quite impressive, because ultimately आप किसी का भी देख लो, कोई भी company का देख लो, ultimately the growth comes up to be somewhere between 12 to 15%, which is quite less. I'm just going to stop this. Yeah. Which is quite less, right? Because because all the companies, I would say, like, you should be targeting double the growth of, you know, like whatever your nominal GDP plus inflation is there, it should be double than that, the companies that you're planning to invest in. And this is quite meek, right? And other than that, if you see, none of them have given any kind of revision. Like, you open any con call, whether it is Devyani, Sapphire, Restaurant Brand Asia, Jubilant, everybody are telling the same thing, only like abhi bhi softness in demand hai, and we do not know when will it get better, right? We really hope it to get better, but nobody knows when it will get better. Now it comes back to this very interesting thing that I always observe in people is whenever these kind of situations happen, right? Whenever you see that the things are not going well for a company, you see that sales growth is meek, you see losses में जा रहे हैं, margin का contraction हो रहा है, demand is weak, पूरा industry में headwinds है, सारा का सारा जो management है guidance को घटा रहा है, and they're telling कि like हमें ही नहीं मालूम क्या हो रहा है. A lot of investors go, again, this is not buy or sell recommendation, I'm talking about a very psychological bias over here. They go and they implement this rule, something called as buy the dip. They go and implement this rule because they read somewhere in some quote in a book like buy when everyone is fearful and sell when everybody is greedy or something, without even understanding like that statement was told by, I think, Mr. Warren Buffett in a completely different scenario than what it is right now. Like people completely misunderstand the entire situation, right? Those are the kind of situations when you buy the dip when you know like company में कुछ भी problem नहीं है, like absolutely it is a clean sheet company, but market volatility के वजह से, like example what we saw in June 3rd and June 4th, right? You saw there was immense volatility in a company, but if you're someone who's read about the company, आपको conviction है, that is when you buy those companies, right? मतलब कोई भी problem नहीं है, पर जिसमें problem है उस पे अगर आप जाके buy the dip करोगे तो आपका तो हालत ही खराब होने वाले, और फिर आप बोलोगे कि like stock market जुआरू का place है, right? So this is absolutely whose fault then? Your fault as an investor. That is number one. So similarly here also in QSR, right? You know that the things are wrong. You know everything is going not according. Like even the management doesn't know when everything will get better. And on top of that, if you go and think like you are smart and you're like buy the dip, and then you'll only have to sit and cry later. Then the last thing would be like like I told you, buy when everyone is greedy. This will like soon, like you'll always see the comments and things telling you like ये तो turn around होने वाला है. But when you do not see any indication by the management, जो धंधा चला रहा है उसको वो ही बोल रहा है कि like भाई मुझे मालूम नहीं ये तो कब ठीक हो जाएगा. हम लोग कौन होते हैं जो धंधा ही नहीं चलाते, मतलब हम एक स्टोर में जाके उस स्टोर में जाके काम भी नहीं करते. So how will you know about the business better than the management, right? And people have this thing कि like buy when everyone is greedy, buy when everybody is fearful and all, and they start with this Rona and the quote, and they're like this is the right time to buy something, this is the right time to sell something. You need to have certain earnings trigger, you need to have some certain kind of turnaround in terms of either headwinds, in terms of demand scenario, like what we've seen in the entire manufacturing space over the last 2 years with a lot of laws, with a lot of implements from the governments. We've seen that entire space has been a turnaround, right? So do you see something of this sort in QSR? Then go ahead and do it. Other than that, simply doing so because you read a quote, that is a huge mistake that you will do, right? So this is one of the bias that I see across. But of course, if in any B2C space, I will tell you that QSR is the most I would say the worst impacted in the entire B2C space. In fact, if there is one space that I would personally stay away from, it will be this QSR space, right? Because nobody has any kind of sales growth. Everybody is going into loss making, and on top of that, there is no visibility. When will the situation get better, right? And because everybody's का EPS either degrow हुआ है, or EPS for some people probably has even turned negative, वहाँ पे P जो है full के बैठा है as a result because of the same. If you compare all of the companies that are there, whether it is the 5 companies that we've discussed, you see that Restaurant Brand Asia is the only one that has been doing really well, right? Because when everybody has been reporting a negative sales growth, when everybody has been reporting at least a single-digit sales growth, Restaurant Brand Asia was that one company, I think, throughout the year that has been doing 8%, 6%. Even in this quarter, they have done fairly well, right? Because Devyani and Sapphire was also negative. Westlife Football ka bhi -4, -5% the sales growth. Nobody even has that great plans when it comes to expansion. Domino's ko bhi hardly 0.1%, or it ka bhi base itna bada hai, even they can't do it, right? Whereas RBA is the only one that has been growing its sales very strongly, has very strong plans for expansion and everything. But the only problem becomes it is still a loss-making company. And I think, it is very, at this environment that we are in, with so much headwinds that is there, it becomes even more tougher for them to become profitable, right? And with the revision of guidance and everything, again, it becomes a very negative kind of sentiment for the entire business, right? The only thing I forgot to highlight was Domino's, to be very competitive right now, they've started giving free delivery, right? In order to compete, of course, with the aggregators and the other QSRs that is there, they've started competing with giving free deliveries. So I hope you understand how terrible the entire situation for QSR is, just to wrap it up, everybody has either single-digit sales growth, everybody is either heading towards losses or already in losses. Say same-store sales growth is negative. Store expansion is hardly there, right? And in fact, if you see any kind of top line in terms of even like either single digit or mid teens, it is only and only because of the store expansion. Jab ye store expansion bhi nahi rahega na, even this growth also you will not see. So that is that. Hopefully, we see some kind of turnaround. Hopefully FY25 that we have, FY24-25 that we have is much better than FY23-24 for the entire QSR space, right? We'll see if when and how when this situation will turn, but it is a very good live example that we see across in our day-to-day life, because I think everybody uses all of these products at least once in their lifetime, or still uses it. It's very interesting to see what the live case scenario. We read this in Concall and we're able to see this happening in our day-to-day lives also, right? So that's that about the business. I will see you again tomorrow with another business video. Until then, take care. Bye.